Okay, I think I can hear y'all now. Or hear y'all. I think y'all can hear me now. I am just, ooh, let's switch my background. Hey there, you two. I'm sitting here watching this trade still, so I thought I would just come hang out. I haven't gotten to stream in a while. This isn't my normal pattern or my normal layout, but I could argue with OBS or we could just chill with this, so. So how are y'all? You got stopped out? Were you doing it on ES? Where are we? Oh, I have not. But okay, so I've got all the rules. I'll cover the rules on the My Funded stream tomorrow with my trailing. But once we get to, and I have a video coming out tomorrow too. But once we get to the first line, the first red or green line, that's when I trail. I'm not trailing before. I really want to. I did technically today because of data, but I really want to trade and I never do. Bobby. Hey, there's SMK. Yeah, I'm just watching this and thought I would pop on and say hi. I'm probably not going to take another trade because I do have to go run and do some grown-up boring missions. Yeah, I see, Boba. I actually don't know how I didn't get stopped out of that. It was a little sketchy there because it was right up there. I guess I just had a lucky tick. I have a hard time with NASDAQ sometimes on these littler charts because it's hard to like get that little, I'm used to ES where I can really get to what tick I want, and NASDAQ it's like there-ish. I'm gonna have to open up a DOM on the screen or something. Well, you got better than break even, so that's a win. You enter, whoa. I turned this thing on my Windows where like if you hover over the bottom, it flashes this whole thing up that I don't care about. You get a broken wing. All right. I think you showed me that one on NVIDIA. You got some balls, but I mean, so I have NVIDIA that I hold, and I'm going to hold it even if it goes down tomorrow, but I was almost kind of wondering about playing it on SPY a little bit too, because if we get the breakout on NVIDIA, it could trigger us in one way or the other. You could almost do a strangle on that. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for posting that. Oh yeah, I'll set my link. I had a hard time getting it started because OBS decided that we're not going to do my normal stream layout. I got distracted. All right, there it is. Ooh, Bitcoin is kind of dumping. But I was doing research, the most annoying research ever for a video, and I saw tweets where ICT was saying that, or he bet Patrick Whelan that that Bitcoin would never hit 100,000, which is, why would you say that? What? Because he has control over that because he's the algo. I guess you can say whatever you want when you're crazy. Well, I was pointing this out in the group the other day too. Like, Ash is by himself. we've got 3 people on our segment, so we kind of cheat a little bit. But I mean, some people think I'm too much, so maybe Ash doesn't want to be too much. A lot of people are scared of being too much. I used to be. I just don't have shits to give anymore. Yeah. ICT forgot to put Bitcoin cannot hit 1,000 or the whole system breaks. That's hilarious. It's so funny when you're listening to him. I mean, it's painful too because there's like 50 hours of stuff that I'm going through right now. But he's like, I obviously can't trade because I wrote the system that the market runs on. So of course it knows where my stops are, and I don't know how to change them till they're not there. That's some good logic. I need to pay more attention to Ash's trade setups. I just, there's only so much I can do in one day. But it looks like one of them happens a lot in that pre-market time. And I could use some more pre-market setups. I just really take the low-hanging fruit. I can show you all on this chart what I was looking at. I actually did trade this morning. But I'm going to take these levels off. Like trend line, break. Consolidation, little small trend, break. So I just don't like hanging on to that stuff in here. I don't know. This time here just never makes any sense to me. So I just booked that. I was going for that high, or I was going for the body instead of like the full high. Because I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with me in this time period here. It just never works out for me. What ICT model do I trade? Hey, Pine Tree. I hate it when people ask what model you trade, because it's like, I know exactly what knucklehead you've been listening to, and I don't know how to talk to you, because logic's going to be hard. This trade is taking forever. I'm wanting to just book it, but I'll let it go. I did not test trailing to these next. It just didn't look like it was a good trade. Now I forgot which screen I have on. Okay, it's this one. You can kind of see that red line down there, and there's another one kind of up in here that's hiding. So like that midway mark would have gotten tagged out. So I'm in the 15. The 5 was a long, wasn't it? Because the 5-minute orb, I'm on ES here. I'll switch it over to NAS. Because I was talking to Terry about this. We've got the, that's the 5-minute orb right there. And if you do a 1-to-1 for that orb, which I'm pretty sure is her trade setup, there you go. That one actually worked out too. So you could have taken the 5-minute orb and then the 15-minute, and they both would have worked. I haven't been that on top of the game, but yeah, we're still working on the 15. So it's on, should be on the left here. Yeah, I moved my stuff around. Where are my charts? Hopefully you'll, here we go. Go hit it. Are we about to, yeah. So I saw you in the Discord about the V-shaped recovery. It's actually a little bit early for that. So if we get the V-shaped recovery, I would expect it to be in that 30 minutes around London close. I'll go back to my ES levels over here. I was all ready to time people out for talking shit on Terry too, so I was watching. Because everyone's like, share more trades, share more trades. And then we share trades and someone's like, that's a stupid trade. That was so stupid. Why did you take that? You're such a loser. You don't know how to trade. I can trade better than you. That trade doesn't work. Then how come I can trade it and you can't, knucklehead? How come I make profit off of it and you can't? But yeah, I do think the V-shaped reversal is on the table. I'm not going to participate because I have to leave around lunchtime. And I'm not going to do the ass clencher today. Didn't we decide that, Boba, that we're just not doing them on FOMC days? It's a little too clinchy. I can still run the trade if y'all want me to. Exactly. Winning trades, crickets. Nobody has anything to say. The gimme, gimme, gimme crowd. Yeah, the minutes probably won't. It was just like if we break out into a trend, usually the market is waiting for that signal to break out. But I also, I won't be around to manage at least the beginning of it. Like I won't be able to set the stop initially. I didn't get that finished. So it's not a good idea for me today, but I can run it in paper so it'll post. So I can do that. I've been wanting to download the whole spreadsheet of the backtesting and do what I did before and go through every single data day and FOMC day and see if there's any actual point in filtering them. You know what's annoying is I chose NASDAQ for this trade because it usually works out better and ES is at the target. Yeah, you have a good point with Trump, but I mean, so the Fed, Powell is just like, I'm not doing shit right now. I'm just going to do my thing. We're not going to do anything different. And Trump's like, let's do stuff. And so that's why that's the different reaction. So the market has the same reactions. They have to the Fed. It's like, oh, the Fed's not doing anything interesting. And then it's like, oh shit, Trump said what? So, and the tariff stuff is kind of scary. I think we've kind of settled down and figured out that the tariff stuff is not the academic tariffs that everyone was freaking out and tweeting about and whatever, but it might actually be the longer term chess move. I'm not saying it's a good one or not. I don't know, but that is what's going on. Oh, you're in both. Oh God. I'm not planning to be around long. I wanted to catch up. So I want to do streams when Ash ends, but I haven't been able to do it this week because I had other stuff scheduled. So, and I know I can't tomorrow. And then Friday, if we do Fireside, I was about to talk to Rob. I have to do it like a little bit later than usual. This is my mistake. I overscheduled this week. In the back testing I did, I moved the stop once and it's to break even. So I already did that. I mean, the other day I was not able to put I wasn't at the trigger to put the stop at break even and I had to get up and leave and I wouldn't be around to manage the trade at all. So in that case, I just booked some really small profits, but yeah, Pine Tree, I'm looking for a 1-to-1. Let me put it on this chart. I'll put the NASDAQ back over here. Yeah, I have like a 20-minute video that I made about this, so I'll probably forget stuff right now and it'll be in there. But what I'm doing is, so this is the opening range, this box here. And so I'm targeting the second line, which is a full 1-to-1. But I'm trailing when we hit here. And that was actually, we'd hit it. I think somebody else was talking on the stream. So I moved it when we had wicked that. And then I really thought it was going to get taken out up there, but mine didn't. I was lucky. And so it's still, but I only do that one trail. I mean, this, when you're developing a strategy, it's like step by step. So the first step was going through and just looking at every single day and taking notes. And then it was creating the rules that actually work reliably. And then what I'm going to do, because this is a lot harder, and so I'm going to program a backtester to go through and then I can do optimizations. So then I can check time frames and taking profits and trailing at different things without doing all of the manual work. Because I mean, it took me a few hours to go through and look at 100+ days. I think I looked at 120 days and then like 109 of them triggered properly. I want to get, yeah, so I want to get the Pine Tree Trader on the stream. We're working on that one. It's not so scary. It's just the internet. What's the worst that could happen? They're just going to bully us. They bully us every day. But so I was telling Terry this before the stream too, because she was talking about how she was going to bring up hitting the daily drawdown on her live account. And she was worried about the backlash from it. And I was just reminding her that criticism doesn't come from above, from people that are supporting you. It always comes from the people who wish that they were where you are. So I have to remember that too. Because yeah, they get a little wild and testy sometimes. And I have to remember, like, these people would give anything to have my life. And that's why they're mad right now. It sucks because, like, when you're in that mindset, you can't learn anything, and you also can't like shake somebody out of it and be like, knucklehead, fix your mindset and you can have this. Like, this wasn't handed to me. I went out and got it. That's like when people are complaining about me selling my indicators. It's like, well, you do it. You sit there for weeks and weeks and develop these things and get it all set up to where other people can use it and put it out there. And then tell me you want to give it away for free to a bunch of complainers. Like, y'all are talking about the subreddit. Now I'm like afraid to go. How unruly is the subreddit? Reddit used to be fun. Then all the Facebook people got on there. It used to be a bunch of people that didn't take life too seriously. And then the Facebookers arrived. You complaining about my audio? Okay. Is my audio okay when I'm talking to them though? I don't have total control over like the mix over there, but this one I can turn up. It already is up. I'll crank it some more. Blah, 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 blah. Am I loud now? They don't get this mic input on the other stream though. It goes through a different program. Thank you, Bubba. It does, like, that's why I had to get my groove on the stream. Well, first of all, they said, we don't know about live trading. We got to think about that. And then they decided, okay, we can do live trading this way. But then it's like, I still had to kind of get in the groove and figure out how the vibes in the chat and how I was going to mentally deal with people talking shit and saying, oh, your trade's stupid or whatever, because they do that. Yeah, I'm not restarting my stream. It's not going to. I'm pretty sure OBS is having a bad day and needs to be restarted. But I don't know. Yeah, let me kind of restart it. I mean, I got this nicer microphone and I swear it's been harder to use, but the other one, like, it picks up all the vibrations if my phone's buzzing and all that stuff. Is really annoying. Well, see how much longer I give this. I was hoping this was going to be booked by 10 because we're starting to get into the time that I watch for the reversal. So what I'm going to do is we have this. I am going to trail it. Breaking the rules. But attention span small today. We have this trend line right here. And I'm going to make sure that the stop is protected by that. We'll watch that wick right there. It's kind of around point of control. So I can't even read that, how many points that is. It's not that many, 20 or something, but I'll take it. It might be the V. Yeah, but Pine Tree, don't let me discourage you. So let me tell you, if you come on the stream, I've got your back. Terry's got your back. Forrest has your back. The mod has your back. I was even talking to him today about that in the back because I timed out a guy for 24 hours yesterday because he was pissing me off. And so I was just kind of explaining that to him, like what my reasoning was. And guess what? It worked because he was annoying, but chill. Chill version of annoying I can deal with. But yeah, I'd say up there above that little wiki guy is definitely where this trend is not continuing anymore. I don't want to get shaken out by one little green candle, but life is getting in the way of trades a little bit this week. I'm working on automating this one, but I just cannot find time to code when I'm driving kids everywhere. Oh, Holden has finally woken up. See, this is his problem. He wakes up after the stream ends. I tagged him this morning to harass him. All right. This is where you should chill back out if you're gonna. We have a llama who has arrived. He's on summer vacation. Remember those days? That's what I'm dealing with over here a little bit. It's like, oh, I'm summer vacation. I can do whatever I want. And I'm like, no, no. Plus, I'm not driving you to Starbucks at random 10 a.m. Like, no. Yeah. Well, we have a pool. I couldn't get mine out for dinner last night. It's like, it's over. Day's done. You have another one tomorrow. Well, if the stop hits, I'm going to be out here too. I've got all kinds of stuff just being annoying today, but that's kind of typical when we have any fed anything. There it goes. I just heard it. I was looking at my options account. There it goes. Oh, we're finally out of the slowest, most annoying 15-minute orb trade. I'm good with that though. Moved the account slightly. It was supposed to be copied, and I had to reinstall do the update for Replicanto, and I forgot to return it back on. I did put it manually in another account, but we're all done now. Oh wait, so your morning swim stuff was outside and it was 58 degrees? Ew. I think that the market's just marketing down here. I'm going to go back to, well, let me get this one off for a second, and I'll go to my ES chart here. Because, well, not that one. This one. It's got the levels. This is why the market's turning around. We're at a level. The ES is respecting things a lot better today. So it might still go, but sometimes you're just bored with the trade too, right? Oh, Summer Swim League. Yeah, that sounds very unfun. Sorry. Condolences. Condolences to your mornings. All right. Well, I'm not trying to steal anybody's stream thunder. I just wanted to have a little bit of a moment on here. to catch up with y'all, since my plan has always been to come on for a stream or two a week, and we're in challenge mode for that. Wow. Yeah, we're doing indoor sports still, and I am thankful for that. Like, as much as I pressured my kids to do soccer and tried to get them to do soccer. Watching them talk about Holden sleeping in. That's why he has no idea what we're talking about. He misses everything that's going on in the morning. He's like, what? Y'all traded? I traded before the market even opened because I woke up early. There's a storm, woke me up. And so I was up at like 4:30. So I had stuff done early. It's all a little trade. Took it. Everything's done before Holden wakes up. All right. Well, yeah, this thing's really getting kind of slow and boring. But I will tell y'all, that this is the spot that I would be looking for the market to do something. But we could ever just we could just chop in here. I was thinking we were going to chop up in this area, but we could chop down here too. So, all right, yeah, I'm getting like 100 emails right now too. People are wanting me to do responsibilities. So I will catch y'all tomorrow morning or in the Discord. Thanks for joining, for helping me watch this trade do nothing. Give me a few bucks. All right, see y'all.